Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Wills, Women, and Wealth podcast. I'm Elsa W. Smith, your Maryland estate planning and probate attorney, and I'm thrilled to have you with us today. We're here to empower women who value their health, wealth, and the legacies they're creating. This podcast delves into a diverse range of subjects encompassing finance, law, mental, and physical health, and beyond. Our commitment is to furnish you with invaluable insights, engaging expert interviews, and enlightening episodes that address your questions on wills, estate planning, and probate matters. Remember, this is your community, and we want to hear from you. Engage with us, ask questions, suggest topics. Let's build a dialogue. Reach out to us on social media or leave us a comment below. Your input fuels the conversations we have. You can find all of our episodes on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for our upcoming content. We appreciate your support. And if you enjoy the podcast, please consider leaving us a 5-star review. Your review helps amplify our reach and brings our content to more listeners. And now, on with the podcast. Today's topic is understanding specific bequests, why they're essential in your will. When it comes to safeguarding your legacy, the details matter. Specific bequests are one of the most powerful tools you can use in your will to ensure your cherished possessions end up in the right hands. Whether it's a family heirloom, a beloved piece of jewelry, or a sentimental collection, these precise instructions allow you to pass on items with special significance directly to the people you choose. In this episode, we'll break down what specific bequests are, why they're essential, and how you can use them to protect your legacy. Specific bequests are detailed gifts made through a will that designate particular items or assets to specific individuals or organizations. Unlike general bequests, which allocate a percentage or a set amount of the estate's value, specific bequests clearly identify individual possessions or assets. For example, a will might state, "I bequeath my grandmother's pearl necklace to my niece, Emily." The key aspect of a specific bequest is its precision. It specifies exactly what item is being given and to whom, such as a piece of jewelry, a piece of art, or a piece of real estate. Specific bequests are valuable because they allow individuals to pass on personal items of sentimental or financial value to chosen recipients. This might include, like we said, family heirlooms, collectibles, or items with special meaning. By including specific bequests in a will, individuals can ensure that these treasured items are distributed according to their wishes, rather than being subject to general division among heirs. However, it's important that specific bequests are carefully described and regularly updated to reflect any changes in the estate. If an item mentioned in a specific bequest is no longer available or has been sold, the bequest may become invalid, potentially leading to confusion or disputes. In essence, specific bequests are a way to clearly and intentionally distribute individual items from an estate, ensuring that personal assets are passed on according to the testator's wishes. And now, let's take a moment to hear from our sponsor. Are you in Maryland or DC embarking on your estate planning journey? Let us guide you through the process. Join us for a complimentary 15-minute call with a member of our team. There's no obligation. Check out the show notes for the scheduling link. Your first step towards securing your family's future starts here. And now let's talk about key characteristics of bequests. Number 1 is precision. Specific bequests are characterized by their precision. They involve clearly identified items or assets that are designated for particular beneficiaries. For example, I bequeath my grandfather's pocket watch to my cousin Alex. This specifies both the item and the recipient. This precision helps to avoid ambiguity and ensures that the exact item intended by the testator is transferred to the intended person. Number 2, personalization. Specific bequests often reflect the testator's personal values and relationships. By selecting individual items such as jewelry, artwork, or family heirlooms, testators can pass on personal possessions that have sentimental value or importance to particular individuals. This personalization allows for a more tailored distribution of the estate, aligning with the testator's wishes and relationships. Number 3, clarity. The clarity of specific bequests is crucial for their effective implementation. The will must provide detailed descriptions of the items and the beneficiaries to avoid confusion. For example, describing a piece of art as the painting with a blue sky and green fields is more precise than simply stating a painting. Clear descriptions help ensure that the bequest can be easily identified and distributed. Number 4, legal considerations. Specific bequests are subject to legal and administrative considerations. The assets mentioned must be part of the estate at the time of death. If an item has been sold, lost, or otherwise no longer exists, the bequest might be considered invalid. Additionally, specific bequests can have tax implications, especially for valuable items like real estate or collectibles. Personal representatives must manage these bequests in accordance with legal requirements and ensure proper transfer of ownership. And lastly, number 5, distribution priorities. In the distribution process, specific bequests are typically fulfilled before general or residuary bequests. This means that the items or assets designated as specific bequests are distributed first, before any remaining assets are divided according to general provisions in the will. This prioritization ensures that the designated items reach their intended beneficiaries as specified. Understanding the key aspects of specific bequests like precision, personalization, clarity, legal considerations, and distribution priorities is important for weaving them into your estate plan. These elements come together to make sure your assets are distributed just how you want, reflecting your personal values and relationships while steering clear of confusion or legal hiccups. Now, to really bring these ideas to life, let's dive into some concrete examples of specific bequests. By checking out real-life situations, you'll discover how people can use these characteristics to pass down their cherished belongings, whether it's jewelry, artwork, collectibles, or family heirlooms. To give you a clearer picture of how specific bequests work in practice, let's explore some tangible examples that illustrate their significance and application. First, consider jewelry. A bequest like, I bequeath my grandmother's pearl necklace to my niece, Emily, highlights the sentimental value often associated with such items. Jewelry pieces, whether rings, necklaces, bracelets, or watches, frequently carry personal histories and emotional significance, making them ideal candidates for specific bequests. By designating these items clearly, you ensure they go to someone who understands and appreciates their value. Next, we have artwork. For instance, I bequeath the painting titled Sunset Over the Mountains by John Smith to my nephew, David. Demonstrates how valuable art can be specifically allocated. Artwork can be highly prized, both financially and emotionally, and specifying its recipient ensures it will be cared for and cherished by someone who values it. Collections are another example. When you say, I bequeath my collection of antique coins to my son Michael, you're passing on something that holds both financial and sentimental value. Collections, whether they are coins, stamps, or rare books, often represent a lifetime of dedication and interest, making their specific bequest meaningful and impactful. Vehicles also fit well into this category. A bequest like, I bequeath my classic 1965 Mustang to my best friend, Jane, illustrates how specific vehicles can be handed down. It's crucial to ensure such bequests are accompanied by proper documentation to facilitate smooth transfers of ownership. Furniture and memorabilia are also common. For example, I bequeath the mahogany dining table and chairs to my sister Laura, shows how specific pieces of furniture or cherished items like a grandfather clock or family Bible can be passed on. These items often hold significant family history and personal value. Finally, consider specialized items like sorority memorabilia. I bequeath all my sorority memorabilia, including my sorority pin, chapter photographs, yearbooks, and my sorority paddle to my niece Jennifer, who is a current member of the same sorority. This underscores how personal affiliations and memories can be preserved through specific bequests. These examples highlight how specific bequests can ensure that cherished items are distributed according to your exact wishes, preserving their intended significance and connection to the people who matter most to you. Specific bequests are essential for ensuring that your most treasured possessions are passed on just as you envision. By clearly identifying and describing these items in your will, you provide your loved ones with the guidance they need to fulfill your wishes accurately. Whether it's a family heirloom, a beloved piece of art, or something of deep sentimental value, these bequests allow you to leave a meaningful legacy that reflects your personal values and relationships. It's also vital to regularly review and update your will to keep it aligned with your current circumstances. Life changes, and so should your estate plan. By ensuring your bequests are up to date, accurately described, and are still part of your estate, you can prevent confusion and avoid potential disputes among your heirs. In the end, specific bequests are more than just legal provisions. They're a heartfelt way to stay connected with those you care about, even after you're gone. Take the time to thoughtfully choose the items you wish to bequeath, describing them clearly, and keep your will current. This way, you'll ensure your legacy is preserved and your wishes are honored. Do you want to ensure your treasured items are passed on exactly as you intend? I invite you to schedule a complimentary 15-minute call with a member of our team and discover how specific requests can be a part of your estate plan. We'll help you understand how to clearly designate your valuable possessions, avoid common pitfalls, and ensure that your legacy is preserved. We look forward to helping you create a plan that reflects your wishes. I want to thank you for joining us on this episode of the Wills, Women, and Wealth podcast. I'm Elsa W. Smith, your Maryland estate planning and probate attorney. Until next time, stay informed, stay empowered, and take control of your legacy.